I'm delighted to be joined this morning by Ian King, the business presenter of Sky News. Ian, you've just moved to the world of television from newspapers. How have you found that move?
It's been invigorating, Michael. It's been absolutely thrilling. It's brilliant to get a whole new range of skills and experiences, to be learning things again after 20 odd years in newspapers. It's been really exciting.
And you head up a dedicated business programme at 6:30 every evening. What are you trying to achieve with Ian King Live?
Well, we want to get behind the biggest business stories of the day, so try and analyse them where we can, try and interview the big players on the stories, the CEOs, the chairman, the personalities, good commentators, really trying to bring home the world of business to Sky News viewers, the world of economics, the world of markets. There shouldn't be any area of business, markets or economics that's untouched by that, in my view.
And do you see yourself communicating to two audiences, the professional market in the city and the general public at home?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think the audience of Sky News does change throughout the day, and the sort of people who are watching first thing in the morning, who are watching Eamon Holmes first thing in the morning, who then might be watching Dermot Murnaghan at lunchtime, Kay Burley in the early afternoon, Jeremy Thompson in the early evening, and then me in the evening. I mean, that audience will change throughout the day depending on people's working patterns and the working lives. So I think by definition, our audience will probably have a greater element of professionals and people who work in business than say the lunchtime show would do.
And your job is to try and demystify business. Do you find that guests are attuned to your agenda? Is going live on television a challenge for many of them?
It is a challenge for some of them. Increasingly, CEOs see it as part of the job now, I think. I mean, that for me is, I used to do Wake Up to Money on 5 Live and things like that 10 years ago or so. And there were far fewer business people who were ready and willing and able to do broadcasts. And that was radio in those days. I mean, TV is probably one step further, but you find increasingly now CEOs are much more prepared to do it. As I say, I think it's part of their job. They're trained to do it. There are still a few recalcitrants that we haven't managed to drag on yet, but one lives in hope.
And how can the PR industry help you?
Well, I think by putting forward good guests. I mean, a show like ours really stands or falls on the quality of the guests, and that's where people can really help by, if they've got a good idea, if they've got a good presenter who may have slipped the radar, a good expert, then we're always very keen to hear from them. I think it gets quite frustrating for the viewers if they see the same old faces popping up time and time again. So it's good to be able to constantly be refreshing our lineup of guests and pundits as well.
Ian, thank you very much.